Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Once again to the self-love, no rules channel, where everyone's welcome. Everybody's welcome, family. Come on in, bring your friends, bring your uncles, aunties, cousins, bring the neighbors over. Tell everybody, come on in. Self-love, no rules channel, we back on again. What's good, fam? What's good? How I'm looking, y'all? How I'm looking? Oh, hey, the divine got me glowing out here. We glowing out here, family. We glowing out here. What's good? Hey, listen, hey, I know I promised y'all a song this time around, but look, what we got to talk about today, yeah, it may be a little, it may be a little touchy for some people. So I may have to give y'all a song afterwards to cheer everybody back up again. I may have to give y'all a song on a different frequency, a 432 frequency, or something like that to cheer y'all back up again. Cause I may touch a few. Hey, hey, look. So, yeah, we'll see how we go today. Y'all stick with me now. Y'all stick with me. Y'all know me. I'm gonna be kind. I'm kind to myself, and I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be kind to my family. Okay, y'all know how that go. Okay, so that's what we're looking. That's what we're looking to do on this channel, family. We're looking to be kind to each other. We're looking to be kind to ourselves first and foremost, and we're looking to be kind to each other. And we're looking to have that, and we're looking to have that love for ourselves, where we are very aware and very sensitive to what it is we putting out there, what it is we putting out there in the universe, what we putting out there in the atmosphere, because we know whatever we putting out, it's got to come back. The energy is never destroyed. Okay, so it's got to go somewhere, and yeah, like that, fam. It's got to go somewhere. So we want to be very aware of what we putting out, because yeah, that could get real. That could get real tricky out here for some of us that's not aware of how that goes. Okay, and so basically, and I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can, fam, because like when you dropping some of those seeds, sometimes you gotta let some things get processed, and you can't keep going on and on about things, because a lot of the stuff that we talk about on this channel, you know, it ain't for the faint of heart. Okay, we looking to be kind to ourselves, and we looking to take our time on this channel, and we talking about some things that you know, a lot of us don't want to talk about, a lot of us don't want to face, a lot of us don't want to, never thought about. You know, a lot of us, you know, can't imagine that that's even going on in our world. I'm talking about our inner world with ourselves, okay? Before we even talk about the outer world, okay? So basically today, fam, we wanna touch on and like I said, I get to that music thing. We'll see how we go with that or whatever like that. But I had to get right into I had to get right into this message, because it was laid on my heart for the divine. Just, hey, I'm gonna wing it today, because you know I had to get right in on this, because at the end of the day, we never really gonna this healing thing is an ongoing thing, family. Okay, you're never really gonna completely heal in these lifetimes. All right, this is an ongoing process. All right, I don't care how much I'm coming on here and talking about this or that. At the end of the day, I've been going through the same struggles that everybody going through, family. You know what I mean? Like, these messages are for me more than anything. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like I say, when I come on here, I don't come on here thinking that I'm better than anybody, or or I'm looking down at anybody, any of that kind of stuff. This is for my healing, family. This is for my healing. This is gonna help me. This helps me process what I've been going through. Okay? This is self-help for myself. First and foremost, my connection with the divine and my divine within me and my connection with myself. That's first and foremost. Before I try to do anything with anybody else. Okay? That's number one. And that should be in your life. Okay? But this is my story, and this is what's coming to me. All right? I'm sharing it, fam. So, you know, I just want to keep that in mind, that this healing process is you know, we never really completely heal, family. You know what I'm saying? So like this is an ongoing thing, and what we want to talk about today is karma and consequences right now. Okay. I had another topic which we're gonna get on, but right now I want to jump into this karma and consequences thing right now, because it's very important, family. Like I said before, what I was talking about, you know, what you putting out there, it's got to come back, family. You know what I mean? You got to understand this. I don't care how much you in your shadow and you been in this and that, whatever like that. At the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day, what you putting out there, I don't care how much you hide and you this and that, whatever, think nobody don't know this and nobody don't know that, it's coming back, fam. It may not come back that day. It may not come back yesterday. It may not come back tomorrow. But I guarantee you one thing, somebody gonna get it back. And it ain't gonna be nobody else outside of you. It's gonna be that energy that you put out there, that same self-love, self-hate, whatever it is you putting out there. You put lollipops out there, it's gonna come back lollipops. Okay? Whatever you putting out there is coming back. So keep that in mind. You know, this karma and this consequences thing, like I told you before, forget about all that right and wrong and up and down and all this other kind of stuff. At the end of the day, there's consequences and there's laws in the universe. You know, you doing some dodgy stuff to people, this and that, whatever, those things gonna come back. It may come back not the way you put it out there, but it may come back in a way that you ain't realize. Just like you thought that other person didn't realize it, it's gonna come back on you, and you ain't gonna realize what was happening to you. Okay? Keep that in mind, because that's how this works. That's what unconditional love is in this universe. That's how it goes, family. That's how it goes, okay? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We keep on and on and on, thinking, you know, we getting over on people. We got money and this and that, whatever. And money, we trying to build it up, and we trying to build it up on the necks of other people. And, you know, using people for this and that or whatever that to build our wealth and do this and do that or whatever. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this, fam. Hear me good. When you build your wealth on the necks of people that are trying to be kind to you, unaware of what it is that you're doing, not only are you gonna lose that wealth, but you're gonna be in some debt. And it ain't gonna just be material debt. It's gonna be some karmic debt. Okay? And these are consequences. And some of this karmic debt we not gonna be ready for, family. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. You know, you trying to get back at somebody because you mad because they did this, they cheated over here or this and that, whatever. You want to try to get them back and get in some situations and get in some addictions and trying to get people back and going and doing some other things that you thought you was getting somebody back at, and then you end up somewhere in the hospital on something, somewhere sick and got some other stuff going on with you. All kind of things, family. Okay? All kind of stuff falling off you. Hey, it's like that. It's like that. You got to keep in mind, family, there's consequences and laws in this universe. You got to think about your actions. Think about your reactions. Take a step back and think about these choices that we're making out here, family, because we creating our world. We are creating our world, family. Okay? No matter what it is you do, in a split second, just like that, that choice has changed your reality. Okay? By what it is that you imagine in your heart and what you believe. You have just changed your reality. And there's consequences if that's coming from a place of survival. Remember we were talking about that back in one of my chapters? That survival mode. You don't want to look, if you're living out that survival mode and that world of fear, you giving out fear, family. All that's coming back. All that fear's got to come back. Okay? Somebody got to pay it. Okay? Keep that in mind. And this go for me too, fam. This go for me too. Ain't nobody exempt in the laws of the universe. All right? I'm talking to myself first. All right? So keep that in mind when we making all these choices and we doing these things to people and we thinking we getting over and this and that or whatever, or we gonna go over here and be with this person and get around these people with these addictions and this and that, whatever like that, because we don't trying to fix our addictions and whatever, we don't now we in debt and we done ran out of that money that we tried to get over on somebody else, and now we run it back to somebody else that's in their shadow on some addictions just to try to feed our addictions because we out. Okay, and it's just gonna keep on and on. And the people that help them people are gonna develop their karma, okay, for helping the people that they know that was already in the wrong. That's how I go, fam. It ain't nobody exempt. One choice. Everybody making these choices, and when we keeping these, when we keeping coming out with these things that are coming from a different place in our heart, this debt got to get paid, family. Even if it ain't in this lifetime, it's gonna be another one, and it's gonna come at it comes at a heavy price. Okay, I want y'all to keep that in mind, family. If y'all on this channel, y'all came looking for something, y'all came to get some type of knowledge, and I'm just we ain't got no rules on this channel, family. Y'all know that already. So I'm just putting y'all on some game right now. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're doing on this channel. We putting everybody on some game right now to let you know that everything comes with a price and everything comes with a consequence, fam. It comes at a heavy price. All right, so keep that in mind as we using our greed for wealth and our rush to gain this material wealth at all costs on people and this and that or whatever. Taking advantage of the people that, the weak. The pendulum swings, family. If it goes one way, it got to go back the other way. Those people that used to y'all think was weak will now become very strong with all the money. And you're going to end up somewhere broken, barren, weak-minded, no money, looking for somebody else that's just as worse as you in their own deep dog shadow, addicted, failed-minded, and who knows else what, okay? And that's going to be your circle that you're surrounding yourself with because of choices. So allow your future self to be proud of yourself right now, because yourself right now will one day be your past. And you want to look back and you want to say, you know what? I'm glad I made a different choice, because if I didn't make a different choice at that time, it would be very bad for me right now. So I'm glad I took a step back. I'm glad I saw that video on the self-love channel or somebody else's channel and said and made a different choice. Okay? Because now my future self is very proud of my past and the choices that I made. And And that's what we want to do on this channel right here, family. That's what we want to do on this channel. We try, hey, look, we throwing out all the rules. We throwing out all the rules. We looking at stuff from higher heights and different perspectives, family. That's what we doing on this channel. I told y'all, we not faking funk and phony around here. Told y'all, family, we not doing that over here. Okay, we keeping it real, we keeping it raw. All right, we looking to be proud of ourselves. We looking for our children to be proud of us. We looking for our children to grow up with this knowledge, so they don't got to go through the same garbage that we've been. Hey, the changes that we're making right now, family. You want to build that foundation. You want to build this new world on good, solid foundation. See all that past stuff, all that stuff that's been going on in our past, and all this fear, been trying to. We ridding ourselves out of all of that. We're not falling for all them tricks and all that stuff. They got the money. Everybody else got the money. No. We bringing that back to ourselves right now, family. We building a strong foundation. And the thing is, we want to build our foundation on solid ground, on real knowledge, real wisdom, our real history. Not something that's been handed down by the ones that won the wars, and they changing all the books and everything like that, and making it seem like it seemed like this what it was, and wiping out civilizations and making them think them civilizations was never there or whatever, because they done defeated. Listen, we not falling for any of that anymore, family. We rewriting the books to the true story of what our history was. Not his story, you know what I mean? Our story, our real story, okay? Our true origins, okay? As kings and queens and empires, you know, that were overthrown, and then the books rewritten. We not falling for that trick anymore, family. This is not the channel. We not falling for that anymore. We not falling for it anymore over here. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about right now, fam. I'm talking about, look, we need to really take a step back and take a look at our lives and see what's really real. What we putting out there. Okay? Because like I said before, we want to build our homes and our children on a solid foundation. We don't want to start building this new world on top of garbage. We got to weed out all the other stuff that was previously here with all that garbage. We got to get all that out of here, you know. And we're going to need more like-minded souls that are loving themselves, okay, and not based on all of this fear of this somebody, you know, of a fire lake and somebody coming on and we're gonna punish you this and all of this other stuff. We cutting out all of that fear of wars and all this other kind of stuff we done seen on the screens or whatever, all just to promote fear, to keep you down and subdued and weak in your mind, so you're not strong. We want to come out. We're trying to come out right now, family, and teach our children to have that confidence and that swagger about them and build on a solid foundation, not on a foundation full of fear about somebody going to punish us and judge us for this and that or whatever. If you bad or if you good, if you naughty or nice, Satan Claus is coming. We not falling for any of that. We're not falling for any of that, fam. Those days are over. Those days are over, okay? So I wanted just to touch on that, family, because, you know, I wasn't even going to go that far with that one, but it's consequences and common and laws of this universe, family. We got to take a step back and make some decisions about right now or what it is that we're doing, so our future selves can love our past self for what we have done, okay? And at the end of the day, we want to let go a lot. We want to let go of all of this and release all of this past stuff that we've been and what we've done, and understand that the future is not even created yet. Our power is right now, where we're at right now, family. It's in the present. We don't want to be suffering from what we've done in the past, or what was this and what was that and woe was me. You know, we want to get ourselves out of those suffering prisons. That's pain, and then that's suffering. Okay, you know, if pain, we could do some things with pain, but if you suffering, it's very difficult to get out of that stuff. That's something that you can look to get yourself out of if you suffer. Okay, and the pain eventually goes away. But if you suffering, you know, you're building your own prison, fam. You know, that's something that we got to get out. We're gonna get ourselves out of. You know, we're gonna start letting go and releasing that past. and understanding that that don't even exist anymore, and our future is not even here yet. It's not even created. That's something imaginary down the road. But we can create our future by what we do right now and our actions. All right. So let's keep that in mind, family. You know what I mean? By karma and consequences. All right. That's what I wanted to touch on right now, whatever like that. I'm not gonna go too much further with that, but that's how that goes, family. That's how that goes. When if you having our connection again with our divine, that divine within us, and understand that it's not all about material wealth, because that material wealth goes away, family. All right, you gotta have another type of wealth. Okay, you can't take that with you. There's one thing for sure. You're not gonna be able to take that with you. Okay, so you might as well have something else, that you depositing in your spiritual bank account, or in your whatever you want to call it. But you gotta, it's like that. Okay, so you don't want to get caught slipping, and you don't want to get caught sleeping. All right, so that's what it is, fam. We gonna leave it at that when it come down to karma and consequence, because it's what it is right now, family. I'm looking to put out that love out there right now, so I can get all of that love in return, and whatever I'm creating, I'm just releasing all the need to control this and control that, and releasing that, trying to control other people and trying to do all of this or whatever like that. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I don't want to even have control of myself. I want to have my desires within my heart, and I want to vibrate on that frequency, and I want to feel good about what I've created in my reality. Not to control anybody else, not to try to control the details of whatever it is I'm creating, not to try to control anything. Allow the divine to have reign over all of that, because the divine knows the better plan, the better way to manifest that for you. You may ask for some things that you may create some things in your world that you got exactly what you asked for. you got exactly what you asked for. Okay, it may not be what you wanted, and you may not be able to take it back. So leave that in the hands of the divine. Just surrender it all to the divine, and give that up. Okay, and like that, fam. Like that. That's we laying out some seeds where we trying to help each other understand what it is that we putting out there. You putting out that love out there, just leave it out there to the divine to take care of all of that, and all of that gonna be worked out for the highest good of everybody and yourself. And it's all gonna be love, family. But what we doing right now is we getting rid of all of this fear-based thing. When I say that, I'm not saying that. Listen, you're not gonna live your life without fear. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we looking to face these fears. Okay, dissect it, look at it, see if it's really what it is, and look at it from a different perspective. All right, find a way to look at it that we can see that it may not have been scary at all. It may have been something that we just been putting in our mind. Our mind been trying to tell us, look, I don't want to touch that at all. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go back over here and do something else. All right, let's go and you remember that cake you wanted to bake 2 weeks ago? Let's go do that instead of meditating. Instead of going and, sitting quiet to yourself and saying, let me look at this for a second and see what this really is. They want to try to tell you to go do something else. Let me go cut my toenails or something like that. You know what I'm saying, fam? So we want to face those fears, and we want to really look at it and see if it really was real. Okay, so. But don't fall for all of this okie doke, family. Don't fall for all of this stuff. Listen, you look at that somebody that woke up in cold sweats as a kid. Paranoid, couldn't sleep some nights thinking about a wonderful God that was going to punish me for saying a curse word. Okay, waking up in a cold sweat at nights, couldn't sleep. 4 years old, cause I'm gonna get that God's gonna put me in a fire lake or something like that, or whatever like that, fam. I'm not teaching my kids any of that. I want my kids to know. I want my kids to understand this right here. The divine is a loving God. The divine is a loving being that's within you. Okay? Only you can punish yourself. Don't cause yourself to suffer okay? And don't believe everything everybody tell you. You get those answers for yourself. Don't get it outside yourself. Get it for yourself, within yourself. All right? Get it from within yourself. That's expert advice. That's where you go to get expert advice. Go inside yourself. That's where I go to get expert advice, family. I ain't going nowhere else or no books or nothing like that or whatever. Or anybody on no cloud. I'm going inside to get my expert advice. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about right there, family. You know, look, I got receipts about my life as a child. Half of it, I forgot half of it because it probably was so traumatic. Okay, it probably was so traumatic, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to tell some kids right now. If kids are listening, this channel is going to help a lot of you. Okay, because I needed some help when I was a child. Okay, and a lot of times, I didn't know what to tell anybody. I had already shut down. Okay, I had already shut down, and this channel is going to help a lot of you kids. It's going to help y'all go and talk to y'all parents. It's going to help y'all adjust to what y'all may be experiencing, and may not be able to express that to y'all parents. This channel is going to help a lot of you guys, because I was once a child, so I get it, and I understand that it got so bad for me that I forgot a lot of my childhood. See, so this channel is gonna help you guys. It's gonna help you guys with that shadow work, and it's gonna help you guys love that inner child within you. All right, it's gonna help you guys build up confidence within yourselves. It's gonna help you guys be leaders. It's gonna help you guys come out of your shell and be able to talk to other kids and be able to know that, you know what, your opinion and what you say, it counts. All right, and it's important, and you are important. Okay, and we're gonna let you guys understand that you never have to really be afraid of anything, and you can be your best version of yourself at all times. You don't got to shy away from that, and you can use your imagination, and your imagination creates your world. Okay, don't shy away from your imagination. And nobody has the right to abuse you, and nobody has the right to talk to you any kind of way or anything like that. You don't accept any of that. And if anybody coming to you like that or whatever like that, that's something that you talk to your parents about. You know, talk to somebody about that. Okay, but this channel is going to help you all right now. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk to parents right now about something that they may not be aware of, for something that I went through as a kid. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to leave it. We're going to make it real short. Okay, that's what we're going to talk to right now. Okay, so we want to talk to the parents right now. Okay, because I was a kid, and a lot of us was as well, and we're adults now. Okay, and understand this: those kids, just like we were, are taking a lot of our traits on. They're taking a lot of our shadows. They're taking a lot of stuff that we may not have known, that we haven't healed from. They're absorbing that, and they're taking all of that in, and they're gonna have to process that along with their own shadow. Okay, understand this. Now, we may be going on and going to movies and watching Netflix and thinking we the best parents in the world and this and that, whatever, maybe. But at the end of the day, there's other things that are going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of. Because like I said, this healing process is going to be an ongoing thing. And that's something that we need to address. And I'm going to keep this real short today and keep it simple. But when it comes down to that shadow work, all the things that have been going on, and that's some of us that have been abused as children, and we'll take that and neglect our children because of that in certain ways. Okay, and that stuff and these things are going on or whatever like that, and we may be thinking we doing this and doing that and saying a prayer or doing this or whatever like that over our children, but these things may be actually casting certain things on them that are causing them to act out in other ways. It may be coming off to them in spells. They're not aware of what it is that we're doing in these kind of things. So we got to be aware of these kind of things that we're portraying onto our children. Okay, because they got their own shadows that they're going to have to deal with. That's why healing this shadow is going to be something very, very big right now, family. All right, that's something that we really got to work on and look at. Okay, and I know it's a sensitive subject, but it's something that's really, really important, because we were all once children. And if we're not aware of the healing that we haven't undergone, as children, as we were neglected by our parents or what have you, or whatever's been going on, we're going to pass those things down to our children. And we're going to do things, and we're going to do things out of our character, out of our shadow, that may be almost unforgivable. Okay, because it can be like that. It can really, really be like that. All right. So we want to try to be as kind to ourselves, and we want to be as kind as we can to our children, because they're our next generation, family. Okay, and that's what's going to create the world. And if we want to create the world full of kids that's outside of their shadows, narcissistic tendencies, trying to build up wealth and take over the world and strong over the weak and this and that, whatever, we building a world that it ain't gonna be good for nobody, family. All right, so we got to look at that. We got to really, really take a look at that right there, because, like I said, fam, I came up and there was a lot of things that went on with me, family, and I had to, and I had parents that would did what they thought was the best for me. Okay, but at the end of the day, I still had my own shadows, and I took on some of their shadows that they wasn't even aware of. All right, and I had to go off somewhere and deal with that. Okay, and we want to try to avoid our children. We want our children to stay around us and be able to, to have that love and feel that love that they deserve, and know that they're loved. You know what I mean? And know that they're cared for, and not neglected like we were neglected or whatever. Because you may have some of this, but you may be neglecting that from that child. You know what I mean? So we got to be aware of all of these things, family. All right, that's something that we really got to be aware of, because look, it's like this right here too. I start thinking about looking at the story that they're talking about with Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene or whatever. On touching on that subject, you talking about someone that, was seemed like pure of heart and everything like that. And you got somebody that seemed like they was the worst of the worst, did this and did that, but everybody deserves forgiveness, and everybody going to have their shadows. And what we're doing right now is we looking at those ones that still may be in their shadows, and we still showing that love for them as well. Because like I said, everybody deserves a second chance, and everybody deserves love. Now we can have that fear and be like, you know what? No, I'm not giving them another chance again, because they did this and they did that. Hey, to each his own, okay? To each his own, But like I said before, everybody deserves a chance to change. But like I said, we're at the stage now. We got tools that we done developed that we're not going to tolerate any of that anymore. You know what I mean? We're not going to tolerate no narcissistic tendencies and people doing this and doing that. We're not tolerating any of that, But like I said, everybody deserves forgiveness, and everybody deserves a chance. I'm not saying you got to let anybody back in your life, but we want to let go of all that fear of, oh no, I'm not, they this and that, whatever like that. I'm not, no, this and that. So keep that in mind. That's still a point of fear. Depression and all of that. That's still a form of narcissism. You may not know it, but you're thinking negative things about yourself in that right there. So you got to keep a lot of those things in mind, family. It's still a form of, this and that or whatever, fear. All of it's based in fear. So we want to try to really look at these fears and understand where they're going, because we're projecting that out in the world, and it's coming back to us in that way. Okay, so we want to build up some courage, and we want to face these fears, and we want to really look at it, and we want to help change this world and make this world better for ourselves, for our kids, for our planet, for our animals, for everybody, fam. All right. So keep that in mind, and be aware of what it is that we're taking into our bodies too, because we may be ingesting some foods that maybe these animals may have been tortured, and they full of fear, and we eating that, and we are what you eat, fam. So keep that in mind, all right? So be very aware of what's going inside your bodies. Stay healthy, eat live food, fruits and vegetables. Take care of your temple, take care of your body. I'm gonna head on out of here, fam. We'll play some music on the next one. We're running out a little bit of time over here right now, whatever. That's an illusion too. But I'm gonna make sure this get to y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all digest on that, and we're gonna come up with some. We just gonna play some instrumentals or something like that on the next time around. Y'all know I got you. It's gonna be all love anyway. I maybe jump a tune on, maybe jump a tune on after this one right here, and give y'all something to just just mellow out on, okay? Hey, I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all head up. I know that was a lot to take in. Process that though, but understand this. Hey, ain't no rules on this channel, family. And it's all coming from a place of love, from my heart, okay? I'm gonna stand up on this podium and I'm gonna come down in the crowd as well. And I'm willing to take those stones because at the end of the day, you all were all worth it. I'm worth it. You know, and you all deserve my best. And I deserve the best that you all have to offer. Hit that like button. Subscribe, leave a comment. All right. And keep y'all head up, fam. I love y'all. I love y'all very much. Thank y'all for your support. I'll see y'all next time.